Hi, welcome to the Writing Center tutorial on Google Slides. We're going to cover some options for formatting images. We're going to talk about how to add an image, modifying images, and how to layer your images and text to create a nice design. Also, how to animate images. So here I have a slideshow with a couple blank slides. I can add an image by clicking Insert. And then we'll have a couple options, upload if you have one saved on your computer, or just search the web right here. So you can go ahead and click and type in something like palm trees, click on the image that you like, and then go ahead and click insert. And it will drop it right onto your screen there. I'm going to go ahead and click undo. Another option is if you found a nice image on a site like Unsplash, you can go ahead and right click, copy your image, go back to your Google Slides, and just go ahead and paste that right on there by doing Control V or Command V. Once you have your image on there, there's some options for formatting it. So one thing you might want to do is you might want to crop your image. You can see the image is selected because it's surrounded by this blue line. If I click off the image, it's not selected anymore. So I'll have to click back on the image, and this is where you can crop. So you can just click crop, and you can go ahead and crop your image. In this case, you can see I squeezed it instead of cropping it, so just click undo if you do that by accident. So you just have to be really careful with which line you grab and drag. Okay, so I've cropped my image. I might also go ahead and make it take up more of the screen. You can move it around by just clicking on top of it, and then you'll see these crosshairs, and you can drag it to place it anywhere that you would like. I've played around with the image a bit, so it takes up my full screen. A lot of people think that looks really visually nice. I might want to add a text box over my image. So I can click this text box here, and then I'll just be able to draw a text box, and then you can just type in that text box. You can go ahead and highlight your font and make it a bigger size and adjust the color so it really stands out. So there's a lot of options for changing the font size and color to make it look good. So I might go ahead and change the text color to some sort of bright yellow that will stand out, and change the font to something that looks a little nicer. And then another option you have with your images is you might go ahead and adjust the transparency to help your image fade into the background. So right here in Format Options, you're going to see in the Adjustments area, it's down a little bit here, you have the option to change the transparency, which can make it look really nice and create a layered effect. So here's another example. I added some text to a slide, and maybe I want the text just on one half and the image on the other half. I might just go ahead and insert my image and stretch it, and you can see that my text right now is behind my image. So what I would want to do after I make it adjust it to the right height and everything is I can just click on the order and say send backward to send my image to the back, and I might go ahead and make my font a different color. Another option is I can make this background of my font box a different color as well. So I might choose a fill color. I might choose something like to kind of be behind the text. So that's another option for layering images and text together. Another thing that you could do is animate your image so that it pops up when you click, so it's not there initially. So to do that, you want to select your image, and then you'll get something that says animate, and you can choose fade in on click. And then what you'll see is when you close that, you'll see these three little circles next to your slide. That means that there's some animation added. So the words will show up, and then when you click, the image will pop up. And lastly, if you have a slide that you want to duplicate and just change the text a little bit, you can go ahead and copy the slide by doing slide and duplicate. Or you can see that I've chosen a slide and it's highlighted here. I could just do Command C or Control C and then Command V or Control V, and it will copy it that way too. So that's pretty much it for the image options that I wanted to cover. Thanks for watching this video. We have a couple other Google Slides video tutorials, adding text, embedding videos, and definitely email us if you want to set up some time for a tutoring